Bonjour Minoa, Ogimawab, Shinakaz, Ma Gigidu Ma Nungum, Ma Hinata Ziwan, Inishnabe Nata Ziwan, Ma Jibai Mikana, Jibai Mikana, the Milky Way. Anishinaabe people personified the night sky. We utilize the night sky for storytelling and also to showcase our culture. Also, we wrote down on birch bark. We have birch bark scrolls. So our people have been writing also on rocks, the constellations. So if you travel alongside from the East Coast to Hudson Bay, all the way to the West Coast, you'll see a lot of rock paintings, and those rock paintings are about the culture, Anishinaabe culture. So, and some of them are constellations in the night sky. So, as Anishinaabe people, we have utilized the night sky. We we track the movement of the planets, and we call the movement of the planets. We call that Maegan Mikana. Maegan Mikana. So when those planets are moving in the night sky, we say all those planets are Maeganak. They're running and they're making a trail. So that's the reason why we call the movement of the planets in the night, we call them Maegan Mikana. So, and also too, we have our life trail, um, Gijik, Gijik Mikana, the cedar trail. So when those planets move, we always remember within our ceremony we lay down cedar on that's our life trail. Each one of us have a unique trail in this world. So we when you look in the night sky, when you see those planets, they move night after night. So and for our people, they tell a story. Um, so we have Jibai Mikana Ishpiming, the Milky Way. Wenabozho, his brother Dadibaajimad, he would make Wigwasi Jiman, a lot of birch bark canoes. He make them very beautiful, very big. And Wenabozho's favorite thing to do was to go out into the river, into Jibai Mikana. He would travel the river, and he would visit his late wife. She was a mermaid, and he would travel there to visit, to be with her. And that's how much he loved her. Zage, Zage, Gizagi, Ama. So Wenabozho, he loved her so much that he would travel up there to see her and to see his son. So Wenabozho, he had a son. His son was um, half beaver and half manitou, you know. So Wenabozho, he cherished those two beings. He took care of them. He had to travel to Jibai Mikana to see his wife. We say Buana Nabekwe for a mermaid. And in the Milky Way, um, we always remember that he loved for his family. So and Wenabozho had family. He had brothers, Mogjuish, Pogjuish, Jibai Booz, um, and Dibajimad. Um, so he had those brothers, and he had sisters. Like Zigwan. Uh, Didabin, naman Don, and Minoa Wabanung. So those are sisters that he had. And there's other other beings that are relatives to him. So in in our story as Anishinaabe people, we always remember the Nokomis. We say that she walked the earth and she brought the first medicine, and that was nibi, water. So and she left that water here in this world, Aki, and she brought the earth too. So she brought that, and she nourished her child, our mother, the earth. So and she left medicine in the water, and from there, from those medicines grew those beings like Memi Gwesiwak, Minawa Buananabekwe, Minawa Makwa, Minawa Weziwak, all those animals, that were born from the very environment we say. So and Wenabozho, he played a role in out through time. So in all those things. So we always remember um, our stories. They for our people they mean a lot to us. So as Anishinaabe people. So we have the tree Gijik. You know, like when Wenabozho, when he traveled up that tree when the world was being flooded, that cedar tree grew for Wenabozho. It grew and grew and grew until the water got deeper. Wenabozho, he reached the sky and he couldn't reach the tree couldn't grow anymore. So and Wenabozho was floating, and all the animals were floating on the log. So we always remember Gijik, and also Gijik is that tree that in Gittinishinabek, our ancestors, when they came down into this world from Bugno Gijik, from the hole in the sky, that's the tree, that very tree that grew, that our people climbed down. So our people climbed down that cedar tree, and we met Makwa halfway. Makwa is Nawakamagumanetu. Makwa was born from the roots of all these roots in the ground. So in the Makwa, she or he goes back into the earth, goes back to where he or she is born from. So we always remember that being, and within our stories, Makwa was the uncle to Wenabozho. Makwa took care of Wenabozho. He was a father figure, a male figure among those brothers and those sisters and all those spirits. And so Makwa, he played a role in taking care of Wenabozho. So in Wenabozho, when we tell that story about Wenabozho in the night sky, we talk about how Wenabozho is out there in the night sky. So we utilize the night sky. We say that Wenabozho is out there by the lake, and he's out there on the shore. So and he's really hungry, and he calls all those ducks, and he builds a lodge, and he calls all those ducks. You know, all those ducks come into his lodge. He said, "We're gonna we're gonna celebrate, today." So all those ducks they came in, and Wenabozho was just singing just hard, singing just hard. Had his rattle in his hand, just singing. He's saying, "I'm gonna have a ceremony for all you beings." So all those ducks came in, and from there, Wenabozho, he told those ducks, "If you guys close your eyes and put your wings over your eyes, you'll the ceremony is gonna be very powerful." So those ducks, they did that. You know, Wenabozho, he saw those ducks put their wings over their eyes, and Wenabozho, he grabs each duck, and Wenabozho snaps each duck's neck as they go by. Then eventually, one funny looking duck came in and said, "He's killing you!" And all those ducks that were still alive removed their wings out of their eyes and looked, and they all flew out. And Wenabozho was really upset. He went chasing after that one funny duck. He went running after that duck, and eventually Wenabozho caught up to that duck, and he stomped on that duck's back. So, and we remember that duck today as the hell diver. And if you remember the hell diver, how it looks today, his eyes are red and bulge out. So Wenabozho, he did that to that duck, and that duck's that way today. So the hell diver. And Wenabozho, he went back and he collected all those ducks that he hunted. So and he plucked them all, and he built a fire, and he started roasting all those ducks around the fire. So and Wenabozho, he said, "I'm gonna go to sleep now." So when I'm really tired, I have to sleep. So Wenabozho said, "But oh, those Mayagan or those Anishinaabe are gonna come and take my food while I'm sleeping, and I'll have nothing to eat." So Wenabozho says, "Well, I'm gonna have to ask my Diash, my butt to wake me up." So he talked to his Diash, and his Diash said, "Okay," So his butt said, "Okay," and so Wenabozho, he went to sleep, and from there, Wenabozho, he woke up. He was just excited when he woke up, and all he looked around, and all his food was gone. There was nothing left. And Wenabozho, he looked everywhere. He went outside the lodge and saw all these tracks. People that came and took his food. So, and Wenabozho was really upset. He was really, really upset. He was so furious. And Wenabozho, he went to the coals and he started talking to his butt, and he started punishing his butt by burning his butt with those hot coals. And eventually, Wenabozho, he was so much pain. His butt was it was bleeding, and eventually Wenabozho was running around. He didn't know what to do. So, and on the hillside we had all those willows, and Wenabozho, he starts sliding on his butt alongside the hillside, and all that blood went onto the willow. So, and that's how that red willow came about. So, and that's the we use that for our kinnikinnick for our and also a lot of medicine. So we always remember where that red willow came from, and we utilize that. So and eventually, Wenabozho, his butt started to heal, and he was out there walking, and eventually the birch bark tree, he saw all this, started teasing Wenabozho. And Wenabozho and the birch bark tree, they were really good friends, but the birch bark tree was teasing Wenabozho, and Wenabozho didn't like that. So then eventually Wenabozho says, and Wenabozho started grabbing his scabs from his butt, and he threw those scabs at the birch bark tree. We Wasimatik. And now today we still have those scabs still stuck onto the tree. We call Chaga, Shutagan. So the Shutagan still stuck onto the trees. So as Anishinaabe people, we have a lot of stories about Wenabozho. You know, even when Wenabozho he melted the ice age here in North America. He went up there and with Ojig, and Ojig's still a nice guy. He's that Big Dipper constellation still up there. Wintermaker shot Ojig, and Wenabozho, melted Bibunike. Bibunike turned into what we know today as the Great Lakes, the ice, all that ice that he blew. So, and we formed a huge lake, and as a people, we witnessed all these things. So, and we had a storyteller named Dadibaajimad, Wenabozho's brother. He would continue telling these stories to our people. You know. And Dadibaajimmad's favorite form was turning into a caribou, a dick. So a dick, and he made birch bark. He makes snowshoes. He make a lot of things for the Anishinaabe people, even cradle boards. And that's the reason why we call the cradle board Um, Tiganagan, the caribou's bowl. So, and that's named after the Bajumat because his favorite form to turn to was a caribou. He would help Anishinaabe, and he was one that helped form that lake we call today Lake Huron. So, and within the Adazukan. So we have Adazukan, our stories, and within the story, it's living. Those spirits live within the story. So, and when we tell those stories, we're talking about those spirits, and they still live from person to person as we hear them, and that's how these stories live on. So that's how powerful they are. That's we always continue our living document as a people. So up Ishpeming, Jibai Mikana, the path of souls, or Jibai Ziebing, the path of the rivers. So Ishpeming, up there. Meanwhile, Bogno Gizik, the hole in the sky, our origin, where we come from, as the Anishinaabe people. And we return, as the Anishinaabe people, we don't, we're spiritual beings having this temporal human experience. And, life is gagige forever. So, and our ancestors are still here with us, our loved ones, and we can still celebrate life with them today. So, ujitunama sema, use your tobacco. You can talk to them. You can hold a feather. You can hold items that belong to them. We can talk to them. Uh, we can feed them, feast them. You even can give them things that they'll wear in the spirit world too. Put them out in the woods. And if you want some moccasin shoes, they'll take those things with them. So they come back, and we continue as Anishinaabe people. We always celebrate life with them. That's what Wenabozho did up there in the night sky. He goes back to visit his wife, that Wananabekwe, that mermaid, and also his son. So and he goes up there, and he taught our people to celebrate life, that nobody's gone, that they're still here. So he still calls them in. So mingwech bisindao kamandungum in Inuk. So mingwech.